My name is Mark Thienes with the Ohio Valley Fly Rod Club, and today I'm going to tie a Caddis emerger, size 14 hook, olive green thread, 6/0, some Caddis brown rust colored dubbing. Also have some Hungarian partridge and some white Zelon and some Caddis green Prism SLF dubbing. Okay, we're going to start by preparing the hook here. Make sure you start your thread somewhere around the middle. Get you a good base there, because you're going to use that to kind of hold your Zelon on there. Okay, and take your Zelon and tie it in. Gonna make sure you get that on the top. Tie it in really good. Now, I usually trim some of this extra off here. Something else to make a mess. Okay, then what I do is I take this, there's several different ways you could do this, but I take it and try to split that Zelon in half. Hold on here just a second and I'll show it to you. Okay, so I've got it split in half here, so I'm just going to keep my finger in the middle of it, and I'm going to wrap towards the back of the hook, keeping it separated. Get it almost to the bend of the hook. Okay, now that we've got that, we're going to take our brown dubbing, and this will be our body. We'll wrap that. Okay. Now, if you'll notice, when I get done here, I'm just going to take like one wrap and put that thread to the eye of the hook. And I'll show you why I do that. I'm going to take my Zelon and I'm going to bring it to the front on each side. So I've kind of wrapped it. I'm just going to take a couple of wraps. Now I'm going to grab the tip of the Zelon. I'm going to slide that back. And by just doing that one loop of thread up towards the front, allows me to slide that back. And it kind of gives me a bubble, and I'll show you that here in just a second. Make sure you tie this off really well. Then you can clip this off. And if you'll notice now, I have a pretty nice little bubble here. And it goes all the way around the hook. Okay. Now we're going to tie on our feather, the partridge feather, which I've already prepared. And I just grab the tip and kind of pull back the feathers, and then I'm going to clip a little bit more off the tip just so I've got a starting point, so you can kind of see my starting point. Okay, always make sure the top side of the feather faces towards you. couple real loose wraps, and then you can kind of pull that up a little bit, gets it away from your eye. Snug that in really well. And you only need a couple wraps. And you do want your feathers going towards the back. And then I'm just going to wrap this, kind of tie this off as best I can here. I haven't lost my feather. Okay, I'm going to reach in there and snip this off. Grab your feather, push it back, and begin to tie that off a little. Takes a little bit of time to build up a nice head. That's what we want. Okay, now we're going to take the Caddis green dubbing, don't need a whole lot. Put that around the head of your fly. And whip finish it. There you go. There's your Caddis emerger.